This is the 31st of October, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
We left off. Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here, Yeshiva Samanavshi, Yerushalayim, Kerem Zoom. This is our second shir in the morning. We're learning Hilchos Nestiyas Kapayim, the Mishnah Berura, in Siman Kuf Chav Ches, and we are about to begin Sif Yud Aleph. If I'm mistaken. Yes, Sif Yud Aleph.
Okay, I talked to a friend of ours, Paul Bloom, who's a Kohen, whose son-in-law is a Moroccan. So he davens in Sephardi, very Sephardi shuls, and he does say the Hiratzon before the bracha on Duchening.
Okay, very good. I also spoke to one of my cabooses. He happens to be a Kohen, an Ashkenazi fellow from from Philadelphia, and but before that from the Ukraine, and he actually says it also. So it seems that there are those that do say it. In fact, yeah, very good. So I think I sent you that little copy of the Yiratzon, right, Mayor?
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome. Hope it comes in handy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that seems to be that we instituted that in order that the Kohanim should reinforce in their hearts and minds that they're giving a full-hearted bracha to the Jewish people. And as the rule is with any bracha, and any prayer, the more sincere the prayer, the more effect it has. So that's just wonderful. It's great. Yeah.
Here we are.
Okay.
Here we are together again.
Okay. Yeah. Good morning again, Barry.
Morning.
We're just about to start in Siman Kuf Chav Ches. That's the second volume of the Mishnah Berura, and Sif Yud Aleph.
Kuf. I think I have it marked. Let me see. Kuf Chav Ches. Yeah, and
Yud Aleph.
I'm sorry.
Sif Yud Aleph. 11.
Sif Yud Aleph. Sif Yud Aleph.
Anyone like to read? Any volunteers?
Let me see where I can't find it. Sif Yud Aleph.
We're in Kuf Ches.
Kuf Chav Ches, Sif Yud Aleph. 128.
It begins Kishem Mechat Zirin.
Yes,
Correct.
that's
Okay.
right.
Okay, good. I got it. Wow. Was I absent one day? I didn't know we got that far.
No,
Or maybe
I
I
don't
just
know.
did. I just didn't mark it. That's all. I forgot to move my marker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who would like to read a bit?
Lou, you want to try one for a change?
I just read last year.
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is
So, Barry, you
Well-
going to read for us about Zir?
okay. I'll read it.
Go ahead, just-
Kishemechizirin Pneihem.
When they turn around their faces,
Yeah.
I mean, then they start by having their backs to the congregation, and then the
Right.
Kohanim reverse and they face the congregation.
Kulefe Ha'am. And they-
Klapi.
Rabbi. Mevorchin Asher Kedishanu V'Kedushaso Shel Aaron V'Tzivanu L'Vorech Et Amo Yisrael Ba'ava. So they have to do it with love.
Right? They make the bracha, right? They make the bracha.
What's Klape?
Klapi, facing.
I thought Pneihem was facing.
No, their faces. They turn their faces to face the people.
see.
Machzir and Pneihem, they turn their faces, klapi, facing the people.
I see. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
And they say, Ashekir Shara Mitzvah, Ashekir Shara B'Kedushaso Shel Aaron, Vitzivanu, and we commanded Levorech Esamo Yisrael Ba'ava, with love. Right.
So they have to do it with love. Yeah. That's a tall order.
Yeah. That.
I mean, it is, to be ordered to be ordered to turn around. Okay, you can do that, but to feel love, you
Well,
you got to work harder on that. I think. No.
Yeah. Well, look, you have a mitzvah lav the recha kamocha also, right?
Right. Exactly.
And that's not even if you're not a Kohen, you have that mitzvah,
Right.
right? So yeah, sometimes the Torah is tough. Okay, continue on. Let's see the Mishna Berura Sifkat and Mem.
Kishemechazirin Peneihem V'yesh Mechorshonim
Yesh Meharishonim. There are those from the earlier authorities.
Shesvira Lahu Devorcha Zo Mevorchin Kodem Shemachazirin Peneihem. And some they do the bracha when they're turned around.
Before they
Turn around. Yeah.
Right. So according to the Mechaber, if you read the Mechaber, they turn around and then they make the bracha. Mishpur is saying there are some Rishonim that indicate that they're supposed to say the bracha before they turn around.
Right. That makes sense.
Okay. So now so what are you supposed to do, Lamaisa? So Mishpur continues, those who are scrupulous.
Medaktichin Yotzin Yedei Sheneihem, and if they're careful, they Yotzin Yodeshin, and they what? They raise their hands.
So those who are medaktikim, right? Yotzin they want to fulfill both. They want to fulfill what the Mechaber says, meaning to do it the bracha when they're facing the people, and also to fulfill the Rishonim and say you do it before you turn around. So how do they get away with doing both of that?
So they turn in the middle. They turn around. They start the bracha, and then they turn around.
Right.
I guess I don't know. I don't look, so I don't know exactly when they're turning.
You could still look while they're turning. You could still look.
But you're only prohibited to look when they've completely turned around and raised their hands.
Could be. We'll have to see. I'm not sure. We'll have to keep our eyes and ears open for that halakha. That'll be halakha coming up. We'll get to it.
Okay.
So the ones who medaktikim, they want to be fulfilling both the Shulchan Aruch and also the opinion of the Rishonim. So what do? The Hainu shematchilin a bracha.
Ba'or Shifnehem.
That's ba'od.
Oh, ba'od Shifnehem Kalape Hayichal Hachechel. Uvetoch habracha chazirin penehem kalape ha'am v'gomrin acharon.
So those who are medactic, those kohanim want to be careful to do both Shulchan Aruch and the Rishonim. So they begin their bracha while they're still facing the Aaron. And then in the middle of the bracha, they turn around. And at that point, when they're facing the people, they conclude their bracha.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good. Okay. Mem Aleph in the Mishna Berura.
Mevorchin, etc. Hayinu Shekulam mivorchin v'lo she'echad yivorech ha'acherim ya'anu amen.
So, mivorachim, hainu shekulam mivorachim, v'lo echad yivorach v'acherim yanu amen. Meaning, mivorachim, it's lashon plural. The nun Sophie says that's a lashon plural. Why is it plural? Because it means that they all say the bracha together, and not that one should say the bracha and everyone answers amen for that, and everyone answers amen to one's Kohen's bracha. Rather, they all make the bracha.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's Mem Aleph. Now, okay, what does it mean there? What's the point about Ava? Mishna didn't bring in this point about the Ava. Look at, if you notice in the Shulchan Aruch where it says, right, with Ivana Liberech is Samei Yisrael be Ava, right? You see this little chaf there, a little chaf.
Yeah.
That chaf refers you to the Ber Heiti. Ber Heiti was a earlier
Heiti.
commentary.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So
I see it.
it's worthwhile. Let's take a look what the Ber Heiti wants to teach us about this.
Bahava. Hata'am she'omrim bahava. What does the ham mean?
So what's the reason it should be said the bracha?
Bahava. Mishum de Isa bezohar. So they should fulfill the Zohar.
Right.
Kol Kohen the lo rachem la'ma'o amo lo v'chamim le.
Rachamim, right? And that they're not any coins, the lo rachim la'amoy, that he has no mercy, compassion on the people. Or lo rachamim le, or the people don't have compassion, mercy for him.
Lo yisa kapov. He doesn't raise his hands.
Right, he shouldn't do it. So any kohen that he doesn't love the people and the people don't love him, he shouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the Zohar, right? The Zohar is very strict about that. That bracha has to be done by Ava, right? That's part of the bracha you say, and that's part of the bracha you give. Has to be given with Ava. Second. Just want to see, like to see if there's any more explanation about that. But that makes it very serious, right? You have to take very positive attitudes towards loving fellow Jews, and they have to take a very positive attitude in loving you as well.
Here. Wow.
Something to bear in mind, like, you know, it's not simple if a Kohen gets into a fight with somebody, you know.
Forget about Kohanim. Any Jews are not supposed to fight with another Jew.
Right.
I mean, that's for sure.
Right. But look, facing facts, sometimes people get into arguments with people. You know, sometimes there's words are exchanged. Sometimes people act a little bit unfriendly to each other. But you should know that if for some reason that you don't, because of a fight, because of some kind of a fight, um, if 3 days goes by that you don't say hello to that person,
Right.
it becomes a serious offense that you should make sure that if you get into some kind of a row, some kind of dispute with somebody about something or other, right? You should make sure to say hello to him before 3 days goes by. Meaning, you don't have to become his best friend, but you can certainly try and keep things
Patch it
stable.
up. Patch it up.
Try and patch it up. And the first way in patching it up is at least be cordial to the person. Meaning, you can, even if you're not friendly towards him, but at least you can say hello to him. You say good morning to him, right?
Right. Yeah.
And not to burn your bridges. You don't want to. He's a fellow Jew, right? So you don't want to burn any bridges with a fellow Jew.
I have to say, the shul that I daven in regularly, especially during COVID, there were situations with the davening and they wanted to split up the minyan. And there was another group, a large group that lived a distance away, and they wanted to have a separate minyan, et cetera, et cetera. So there were several times when the the Gebayim and the Gevirim, they would be, after davening, they'd be standing near the Umid, near the Shulchan, and they'd be discussing it
Right.
among themselves.
Right.
And, there was sometimes very big differences of opinion.
Right.
But the thing that impresses me most of all is that they were very respectful, and, it wasn't personal, and they were discussing it, for the sake of the minyan, and everybody had noble, intentions. And they had big differences of opinion, but they did it in a nice way.
Right.
It was
Right.
very, very nice. I was very impressed with that.
Yeah. No, it's very important that because sometimes there could be issues that are people take personally, or there could be a lot of things at stake, and should realize that the biggest thing we have at stake is our fellow Jew, right? That
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing that we have to be concerned with in life is the status and our relationship to fellow Jews. That's everything else is small compared to that. So yeah, so it's important to realize that. And again, I'm not saying that if you get into something with a person, you don't have to rush over to him and make up right away. But like before 3 days goes by, you should at least give him at least a cordial hello and say no hard feelings, and I hope you understand, and then let life go on. Just keep moving on.
Right.
Right. Okay. It's I guess 10:30, so I guess we better stop here, and
Okay.
we'll continue this tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem.
Okay.
Okay. All the best.